Okay, y'all, it's official. I finally have the entire set of Jimmy Choo Sailor Moon cards. These are the 24 trading cards that you could only get if you purchased items from the Jimmy Choo collection and collaboration from 2024. Each and every single item from this new collaboration did include these cards. You could get a pack of 3 with each purchase, and depending on which merchandise you chose to purchase, you could get more than 1 or 2 packs of cards. So you could potentially earn up to like 12 trading cards if you purchase the more expensive items from the Jimmy Choo collection. Now, I put together the ones that I was able to get as well as the ones that my friend got in order to trade so that she was able to get her favorite Sailor Guardians and I was able to get a full set. So we did have a couple of doubles. If I have any extras, I'm going to put those over for sale since I'm not trading anymore. I'm done trading. I'll put any extras that I have for sale over on my sales page, which is on Instagram. It's Sailor Snub Sales. And I promise you I will not be scalping the prices for those because I've seen the prices on eBay. Do not pay those. They're crazy for these trading cards. Insane. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is that in the most recent Sailor Moon fan club membership newsletter, the physical newsletter that you could get with the fan club in Japan, they did mention why some of these cards, you may have seen them online, have little foil numbers, little gold foil numbers printed on the back of them. So those are considered ultra rare gold foil cards. Now we know, based on the Sailor Moon community, that there is more than one of some of those gold foil numbered cards for the characters. So I don't actually know how rare they are, like what's the percentage of cards that were printed that actually have the foil numbers on them. Hopefully nobody scalps them because when I was comparing these to like what I know about Magic the Gathering, for example, the cards that are the most expensive and the most rare in Magic the Gathering are not printed very much of, and they have completely different art than ones that end up being reprinted. So if we were to say that the Sailor Moon cards were going to be super rare and ultra rare and you should spend thousands of dollars on them, I would expect to have completely different art featured on the front of them, not just a foil number printed on the back of them. You know what I mean? So I don't find the foil numbers to be something that makes me feel any kind of FOMO. It's just a number on the back. I feel like they should have done more than that, like maybe include randomly signed copies that Naoko had signed on the front of them. That would make them ultra rare. Like I would really want one of those. Or maybe include ones that had different rainbow foil on them. We have 2 different types of rainbow foil, but what if there was a third one? That would be so cool. But no, all they did was print a gold number on the back of them, so it wasn't that exciting for me. But I wanted to show you all 24 cards since I don't think a lot of people have an entire set yet, and if you are interested in seeing every single card, this way you can make a comparison and choose which ones you might want. Unless you're like super crazy about trading cards like I am, or you play Magic or something and you're really into that kind of thing, you probably don't want a full set because it would be rather expensive and it would be very time consuming to try to trade for all of them. Luckily, I did have some excellent trade partners. Shout out to the ones that I traded with over on Instagram. But I am super grateful to everybody who traded with me. We all did super fair trades, and I am grateful that I was able to find the one remaining one that I couldn't find at a very, very inexpensive price. So I was really happy about that. But let's go ahead and go through them. I will show you all of them and then the complete set on my top-down camera. So first we have Sailor Moon. This is the rainbow version of Sailor Moon. She's really gorgeous and she has this rainbowy background behind her. Now the rainbow ones have a somewhat textured feel to the foil planetary symbol up at the top, and the gold print on the foil is also slightly raised. So you can definitely feel it when you run your finger across it. She is a very, very pretty card. The other Sailor Moon one is the regular foil, which I honestly think is beautiful. She's so gorgeous too. This one features a pink background and the silver foil is not raised. And here you can see them side by side. They are very, very pretty cards. Then we have Sailor Mercury. Mercury has the rainbow background behind her. It also says Sailor Mercury right there in the corner. And again, we have that raised gold foil. And the regular one is a blue and white print of Sailor Mercury. Also very beautiful. Now, each of these cards is numbered down in the corner as well, starting with 01, then we have JC02R, 02N. So R is rainbow, N I'm assuming is normal. So for example, on Sailor Mars, it's going to say JC03R for rainbow. So she's the third rainbow in this Jimmy Choo collection. And then we have JC03N for the third normal card. This is the Sailor Mars card, side by side. Here we have Sailor Jupiter. Sailor Jupiter has a slightly different print for the rainbow card. We have this foil that makes it almost look like a tornado coming out of her hands, which totally makes sense. Very, very pretty again. And then we have the normal one, which is printed in green and white. Gorgeous cards. I love them. Moving on, we have Sailor Venus. Sailor Venus's orange card was pretty hard to find. This was one of the hardest ones that I noticed was available. So this one must have been kind of rare, but this is the Sailor Venus rainbow card along with the regular print Sailor Venus card. I do really appreciate the attention to detail when it comes to these cards and how each of them was printed in the planetary guardian colors, how each of them has a slightly different foil texture to them. Like this one also has that circular type of foil. They did a great job with the details on these cards, and it's no wonder they gained so much popularity. Now, I almost like the regular Sailor Chibi Moon card more. Reason being, there's little hearts printed in the foil behind her, and you can really see the one right here in the corner. It's definitely hard to see because it's only noticeable whenever you glint it in the light, but there are little hearts printed into, oh, there we go, into the foil. And you only get that on this Sailor Chibi Moon card. So I personally, even though this one was a lot easier to find, it seemed like there were a lot of this one printed. It's one of my favorites. Meanwhile, the rainbow Sailor Chibi Moon has the same kind of foil printing for the rainbow foil as we saw on Venus and Jupiter as well. So not a big change there. I think it would have been cool if they also did the heart, like the holographic hearts back here too, to make that one a little bit more unique. But it is very pretty. Sailor Uranus is next. First, we have her regular card, which features a very different holographic print behind her. You can kind of see how the foil has almost like straight markings in it, like it's the wind. Totally makes sense. I also really like how her eyes glow. It's very pretty. And then we have the rainbow edition. And this one's very simplistic when it comes to the foil printing behind her and how it reflects in the sunlight or in your lighting in your room. So this one has more of like straight lines that go through it. It's not as exciting as the normal Uranus card, but the rainbow is very, very gorgeous. It's gorgeous again. I love it. Here is Sailor Neptune. The rainbow card has a very similar print style to Uranus, and the regular Neptune card also has the same print style as Sailor Uranus. I think the Neptune card is really, really stunning. They chose wonderful art for each of these characters. This was the one that I was trying to get from every single trader that I was working with. Reason being is I was also trying to get duplicates of these for my best friend because this is her favorite character. So this one was really hard for me to get. I did end up getting multiples of her, but Sailor Saturn looks incredible. She has more of this circular design behind her, printed in purple there. The rainbow card has a very similar design in terms of how the foil is reflected in the light. Both of them have a more circular design. It's really, really cool. She looks so fierce. I love it. I'm rearranging these so I can see all of them at once. Okay, next up we have Sailor Pluto. So Sailor Pluto is the one that I specifically had to get, the rainbow Sailor Pluto, shipped all the way from Japan, as crazy as that is. But I was able to find her for an excellent, excellent price. So this is the only one that I ended up buying as a singular card. But she finally came in, so I was able to record this video for you. So here is the Sailor Pluto card, the rainbow edition, and she's really gorgeous. She has a slightly different print style for the foil behind her. Almost looks like this cool explosion happening behind her back. It's really pretty. The regular version has more of like a circular feel to the foil, but both versions look excellent. She stands out a lot more with the regular maroon and white printing style as opposed to the rainbow. I also ended up getting the family card. Everybody in the community is calling this the family card. So this one features Chibi Moon, Mamoru, Tuxedo Mask, and Super Sailor Moon as well. We have all of the names printed behind them, Sailor Moon, Tuxedo Mask, and Sailor Chibi Moon over there. It's really quite stunning, and I love how they did the rainbow on this family card. Even the regular edition is really gorgeous as well, and this one features a beautiful gradient rainbow print from top to bottom too. So really both of them have a rainbow quality to them. And then last but not least is the Sailor Moon and Super Sailor Chibi Moon rainbow and normal card. So this one features an attack moment for both of these Sailor Guardians together. And in each case, the foil seems to be highlighting their wands in the center and then kind of shimmering out from there. It's very cool looking. This one is slightly different. You have that more etched look. Etched. Yes, that is the word I was looking for. It looks etched. Also very cool, but lots of white space on this one. The rainbow gradient version of this one is definitely my favorite. There you go. There's both of them side by side. And here on the top-down camera, you can see every single one of the Sailor Moon cards. And we got a bit of a reflection there from one of my lights. So there, now you can see Sailor Moon up in the corner. So this is all 24 of the Jimmy Choo cards, which is so hard to get. I know not every collector was able to do this. This took a lot of time. It took a lot of work, a lot of hustling. I hustled real quick. As soon as I was unboxing all of my Jimmy Choo merchandise, I was on it like crazy. I really, really wanted to make sure that I was reaching out to the community. I got trades in and I was able to, get other people their grails for their favorite Sailor Guardians, and I was able to collect my full set. I also couldn't have done this without my best friend who donated some of these cards to me because she ended up getting some cards that I didn't have. I didn't unbox from my own merchandise, from her merchandise. So she ended up giving me some of her cards, and I worked really, really hard to make sure that I was able to get these two for her. I also ended up trading for an extra Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto for one of my other friends and gifted those to her. So it ended up being a lot of work to get all of these and then also get extras for my friends. But I was really, really excited to be able to gift those to my friends and be able to add these to my collection. They're so, so pretty. I'm very impressed with myself. Usually it takes me years to accomplish a full set of any kind of collector items, especially when they are super hard to find or they're rare and only available if you purchased a specific item. I worked real hard to get all these trading cards from the Jimmy Choo collection, so I'm quite proud of my 24 cards here, and I'm gonna display them or do something very special with them. Actually, I have a question for you. What should I do with these cards? Now that I have all 24, should I display them? Should I put them up in a poster? Like, how should I show them off? Because I would like to. I think they're all super beautiful. I don't want to just store them in a trading card booklet or something. I feel like they should be shown off because they are that pretty. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you were also collecting these cards. I have been helping other people find trades over on my Instagram, which is Sailor Snubs. So if you are trading for these cards and if you need some help, then feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to repost any trades that you are looking for in my stories now that I have collected my full set. Let me know if there's any specific videos you want to see on my channel. And until next time, I'm Sailor Snubs. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking this video. I'll see you next time. Jane!